Alright, track day, NISMO R33 stage 2. Let's continue on. The holdover part 2. Yeah, I know. They're running out of names to name each stage also, apparently. It's finally time for you to give the car a shot, champ. The context skimmed a bit on the details of the car holding arrangement. Not totally sure how long we have this piece of history for, so make sure to go all out while we still can. Are you sweating? Been running around a lot. Told you all about it. You did? Okay, so we're still in Silverstone though. Try to maintain an average speed of 90 miles per hour, or since I'm on metric system, 144.8 kph. And some braking issues client forgot to mention. So yeah, the car's constantly kind of compromised, so we have poor brakes. I guess we are now in Dubai. Okay, fair enough. International circuit. And poor brakes, so watch out for that. But otherwise, it should be a pretty straightforward goal. At least I don't remember stage 2 giving me any trouble when I ran through it in my other account. So here we go. Oy, yeah, bumpers falling off the car. You know, back in the day, I know, sound like the old man. Back in my days. No, just kidding. But the early release of Real Racing 3, when we're talking like when they used to let us, there was, first of all, there was no clean race bonus. Instead, what we got was you can repair the car based on what's needed. So sometimes, you know, if you need oil change, for example, because oil life ran out, then you only get that serviced. And you know, like if you need to get your tires fixed, then you worn out the tires, then you just fix the tires, right? Replace the tires, things like that, component based, right? So they kind of ditched that altogether, which is kind of actually I do kind of miss that. But while we were doing that, between races, you didn't have to repair the car, so it was possible to run the car at the beginning of the race with, like, you know, hood all crumbled up and windshield all cracked and bumpers falling out, sort of like what we're seeing here. It was a totally standard affair, but they got rid of that, which makes me sad. I did enjoy that. I know it's kind of silly thing to, you know, get attached to, but what can I say? Alright, so once again, met the target speed, average speed of 144.8 kph. Good enough to get us through. Yeah, see? It tells you what you broke and it fixes all up automatically whether you like it or not. So at the beginning of every race, we are starting with a fresh car, right? Even if it's this, you know, your car's completely in like service bar in red, the exterior part of the car is mint, right? Speaking of service bars, let's get that done since it was going into red. Yeah, but I suppose it's less buttons to tap on the screen. Alright, broken brakes and a wrecked car. Seriously? I'm calling Eric. Right, yes, the brakes. That was something I should have mentioned. Have you realized you booked the track for the wrong amount of time? For 6 or so hours, you booked it until 6. That's close enough. So yeah, this conversation is just silly. Our current high priority client is going to have to share the track with some other people with better managers. Let's do some minor repairs on the car and give you something to do while we wait for Eric. Not damaging the car more seems like a fun thing he would ask for. Alright, so next one, hit the top speed, 133 miles per hour or 214 kph 3 times, and no damaging. Alright, so international circuit. And I didn't even see if the car was still damaged or not. I'm assuming, since Eric's not here, brakes are still compromised. And then, yeah, we got some Audis, some other Nissans, and some Mercedes, it looks like. So, is that the old Beamer? Nope, that's the Mercedes, the other color. All right. So we hit the target once so far. And we got 2 laps here. There is the Beamer. And the international circuit, of course, we got this long back end where we should be able to hit that target speed. Alright, so that's 2 instances, and just need 1 more, and we got a couple of more opportunities actually. We got this whole back section too, doesn't it? Don't we? So we should be able to hit that target speed record pretty easily. Back here. Nice long section where we can go flat out. And 214 or somewhere around there, I guess, is what they ask for. Alright, so that is gonna be 1 lap, and then we just have to go around 1 more time, which honestly I feel like that's unnecessary. But well, I'll have to grind it out. At least it's only 5 stages in these track day events, right? Not your grinder events like limited series or yeah. And yeah, not to go off tangent, but I will go off tangent just for a little bit regarding, say, the final 2022 Formula 1 event that is currently in this round, which I'll probably get going before the end of the round so I can take advantage of that 3-hour instant service on whichever car that I decide to take to win that event. It is also very short event. I think once again on my other account, I think I completed it like under 90 minutes, you know. And in terms of like motorsport dollar earnings from the event itself, not like the bonus but the actual race that you do, you win almost exactly 250,000. So you know that takes care of your daily motorsport earning run as well. So yeah, so the instant service is definitely clutch on that one. Although, I mean, we get so many of those instant service for 1 hour, 2 hour bonuses from these roundup rewards, right? Anyway, 3 minutes 13 seconds and change for those 2 laps around the international circuit layout of Dubai Autodrome. Okay, and yeah, we got some Beamer 1 Series M Coupe and 370Z NISMO Z34. Yeah, brakes still compromised. Yeah, see, I don't even look at the specs, you know, because it makes no difference really, I don't think. Alright, so Eric's still on his way, which means we just have to deal with compromised brakes for another goal. It's an old and previous unused car, and I drove it a lot. He said you took it for a quick trip in England. Initial drive was in Japan, and then we went to England. So flown 2 countries overnight, and like across the like opposite end of the globe. My memory is a bit shaky from being so tired and flying around so much. Oh, that's convenient, isn't it? So I think next goal is in Suzuka. Is that what we're doing? It was fine in Japan, fine in England. It was a third country where problems started happening. The contact was UK based. But yeah, but they had a strong connection to Japan. I mean, at the end of the day, it is a Japanese car, right? So, okay, stay right behind the client for 8,000 yards or 700 or 7,315 meters without damaging once again. So we are in Suzuka. You can ignore the recommended PR because this is not a recommended PR event. So West Circuit, let's see. Yeah, I think this event pretty much you have to run almost the entire race, although it ends as soon as you complete those drafting requirement. So anyway, we're starting right behind our mystery driver, so we'll just tailgate. So drafting. And why is the number not increasing though? Or did they ask for just the draft behind the leader? I thought it was drafting behind the mystery driver. What do I have to get behind? Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's this guy that I gotta get behind. But why are we not? There we go. Really, drafting counter is kind of broken. The speedometer when it turns orange. We're drafting. And yeah, this is another annoying thing about this challenge is it's like keeps swerving side to side, which just, you know, not difficult, just annoying. I mean, that's what I mean. Like in general, this event has a lot of those kind of issues. Well, at least it's not a continuous drafting because that would drive me nuts. So, all right. So looks like we got what is that? A Sylvia in the front? We're doing a Hunter, or is that still Skyline? Hard to tell from a distance. And we should be getting to the 7,300. But yeah, I mean, this is almost gonna be full 2 laps. There we go. I guess it's more like 1.5 left. Fine. All right, so that was a little bit shorter. A minor contact. We did incur some damages, but nothing too severe to disqualify us from the goal. All right. Lobster was driving that Skyline. I guess it was Skyline. Okay. Take out a few more service bars for that effort. All right, so 3 goals down, 1 more to go. And then I use those freshly refined drafting skills to finish the final race in the record time of 2:52. Tailgating other cars for 24 seconds, so it's gonna be tailgate and finish within the time limit. And yeah, I don't know if you guys caught it. Now the PR requirement is showing up in the corner for these events. So that's what I mean. You know, recommended PR. Just somebody obviously was not paying a lot of attention when they were putting this event together. So since we gotta win, we'll get to the P2 and try to rack up as much of the tailgating or drafting from the leader of the pack, our mystery driver. I know, anytime they use that, I feel like they are running out of ideas. It's like, what should we name this in-game character? Oh, I know, a mystery driver. I'll put question mark. Alright, so I am drafting, but my drafting counter is not moving for some weird reason. Because it's a drafting, isn't it? Or is it just tailgating? Oh, it's tailgating. Okay, never mind. So I can be on the side. I don't have to be necessarily behind this fella. I just keep it close. Alright, so we're done with tailgating. Now we just need to win. And we got like minute 20, which seems like an eternity for this goal. We should be fine. But then again, this car isn't exactly very fast either, so maybe I need to adjust my expectation. But even at the PR this car is at, I think we can finish a lap of Suzuka West under like 80-second, timer. That seems like a plenty of allotted time. So yeah, I mean, not a difficult challenge. Just a little bit of annoying goals that show up. Alright, so because I know some of the challenges are gonna be impossible if I just run through all the goals full speed. So I'm gonna try to manage it a little bit heading into the goal or stage 3. Alright, so that's good enough for those 2 laps. And just in time to get the car serviced as we wrap up another stage, stage 2 this time. So yeah, I mean, not a very long event, you know what I mean? All right, for the stage 2, we pick up 1,000 victory points, 3 additional gold, and 15,000 racing dollars. And with those additional 1,000 victory points, will that get us to the next reward tier? Not quite. Already did some extensive testing. It just so happens that it started getting a bit more worn down by the last country. Last country. Was breaking down, but you gave it to our top client to drive anyway. I thought they could handle it. You doubt our champion's skills? Yeah. I mean, we're not even driving the car the way it was meant to be in this event. You see what I mean? Thus, my frustration. And they're clearly out of ideas here, as both of them just have a staring contest. We're going to wait for Eric before we do anything else. All right, so that will do it for the stage 2 playthrough. So we'll continue on with stage 3 in the next video. So stay tuned. We'll catch you guys there. Take care.